Look, first of all, the loser of all of this is the Ukrainian people. Perhaps 500,000 deaths of Ukrainians to this point, a devastation of so much of Ukraine. This is largely at the behest of the United States, because when an agreement between Russia and Ukraine was tentatively reached in Ankara in March 2022, based on one principle that will end this war, Ukraine's neutrality, the U.S. swooped in, Boris Johnson swooped in, said, don't take it, you'll win. Well, this was a terrible, terrible advice, but a piece of advice, but it was also a dreadful, awful miscalculation.
Right.
Several 100,000 more deaths in Ukraine of Ukrainians because of that decision, without question. Of course, it's an utter tragedy. Ukraine is often losing more than 1,000 people to dead and wounded every day right now on the battlefield. Russia's military superiority in the air and artillery is very clear. It's the U.S. that keeps pushing them to fight to the last Ukrainian, as that dreadful, ironic phrase puts it. But there's accuracy to it. It's the U.S. No, take our arms. Keep fighting, keep dying. Instead of negotiating a basic point. Neutrality, a space between the US-led military alliance and Russia, just a space. First of all, this is a provoked war. Second, the word unprovoked is provoked in the sense that it is part of the talking points of all of these reporters. They wouldn't even come up with the same word, same exact word, repeated endlessly, were it not so phony. So this is a war that had many provocations. It was a war that could easily have been avoided. When I say many provocations, it goes back to the U.S. plan to expand NATO to Ukraine and Georgia, back to the 1990s to Zbigniew Brzezinski, contrary to promises that were made at the end of what we thought was the end of the Cold War, I should say.